Hi, this is Katy Sophia with the astrology for the week beginning the 29th of July. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel for regular cosmic updates. So the energies have been very challenging lately. How are you feeling with everything? We've had the Pluto-Sun opposition, which was bringing up everybody's blocks and shadows. We've had a lot of energies to deal with, and we are in the Lionsgate. So we're in the energy of Sirius now. The Sun is in Leo, Venus is in Leo, so we have a lot of fire energy and a lot of cosmic energy coming through. So with the Sun in Leo, this season is all about being authentic and living from the heart. That is the essence of the lion and lioness. So it's about being in your sovereignty, being strong, being courageous, being fearless. And of course, you know, if everybody's feeling a little bit like this, we will get some egos clashing. So it can be quite a fiery time because we have the higher aspects of Leo and of course the lower ones as well, which can be quite dramatic, needing to be right, needing to be the center of attention, all of these things. And we're being asked to remember that within you, the lion, the lioness is actually the king or the queen of the jungle, and it has nothing to prove. So there's nothing to prove, there's nothing to compete for, there's no need to compete. It's just about being yourself in your sovereign authenticity. It's about being playful, being creative, maybe being a bit childlike, letting your inner child out, and also having that quality of regal dignity, like the sovereign lion and lioness. Now with Venus in Leo, people are feeling like this in relationships as well, because Venus in Leo is the sovereign queen. She's the goddess queen. She wants to be treated really well, and you know, as long as you're prepared to do that for your beloved, then you do deserve, we all deserve to be treated like that. So it's about giving and receiving. Are you giving equally? Are you prepared to offer that? And are you receiving that? So this is a theme that could well be coming up for people right now. Now, the energies of Sirius are so powerful as we move into this Sirius window, and it goes from 26th of July to around the 12th of August. And this is the time when Sirius is rising with the sun, and it begins to rise before the sun throughout the different latitudes. And this time was celebrated in ancient Egypt, because the star of Sirius would rise, the great star of Isis, and the Nile waters would flood, bringing fertility to the land, making the desert green. So this was a very powerful, sacred time, and this would bring about the black soil, the fertile black soil of Kemet, which brought life to the desert. And Sirius rising was considered the beginning of the new year, because our sun is tied to the cycle of Sirius. It's called the Sothic cycle. Sirius is Sothis to the Greeks and Sopdet to the ancient Egyptians. So when we're in this window of energy, we have the opportunity to connect to the light of Sirius, which is the highest star to our sun. They're directly aligned and connected. Now, this energy, if you allow it, it fills you up from within. It fills you with the light from within. So whatever's happening around you, maybe egos are clashing, maybe people are being difficult, whatever people say or do doesn't actually matter, because within you, you can feel strong and supported. And this is the gift of this energy. So it's just a question of tuning into it, tuning into the light of Sirius, meditating, visualizing yourself journeying towards the star and bathing in its rays, bathing in its brilliance. And these are the light codes that we need for the next phase of ascension. They're the light codes that we need for the new earth. So when you really meditate and tune into this energy, you can get many new insights and revelations and many unfolding stories and knowledge from before, from past and future times. So just allow that energy to make you feel strong and supported. Now this week the moon is waning and we're moving towards the new moon in Leo on Sunday. So the waning moon is a good week for releasing, letting go of what no longer serves, what you no longer need in your life. Maybe just, doing some inner decluttering, some housework, releasing, letting go so that you can feel lighter, because really we don't need so many things, and there might be some things in your life that are just draining your energy. Also relationships as well, so take care, look around you and be aware, are there people who are draining your energy, or even worse, vampiring off your energy? And be very mindful to clean and protect your energy field and release any cords that may be draining you. So with the new moon in Leo, this is a very positive new moon. It has positive aspects to Mars and Jupiter. So the only aspects that it's making are a sextile to Mars and a sextile to Jupiter. The new moon in Leo is all about new beginnings in the sign of Leo, new beginnings in the heart, new beginnings in the soul, for your soul purpose, your inner creativity, your inner light. So this is a time to maybe spend some time alone, spend some time resting, relaxing, integrating. Spend some time talking to your heart, just listening to your heart, what it has to tell you, and connecting to your soul and your soul purpose, and just allowing yourself to be fully present with that and see where it wants to take you. And this is how you can elevate to the next level in your life, by releasing the old and just going with the guidance of your soul and the light within. So the sextile to Jupiter means there's an energy of expansion, and there's opportunities around you for new things, new beginnings, new projects, new whatever it is you want to do in your life. And the sextile to Mars means that there's a lot of energy to make things happen. So what you focus on this new moon, you will have the power to make it happen. So this is a great moon for manifesting. So it might be an idea to just clear your mind, meditate, do some journaling on what it is that you sincerely desire to manifest in your life. And this may have changed slightly from before, because we're always changing and evolving. So very powerful new moon for manifestation. Now, last week we had something called the Mercury Uranus square. Mercury in Leo was squaring Uranus in Taurus, and this has been causing communication disruptions. You may have noticed it with yourself and the people around you. Now, this has eased off a bit since Mercury has gone into Virgo. Mercury, the planet of communication, of thoughts and ideas, how we process information, is now in Virgo, which is all about very precise thinking, very analytical thinking. So there's more focus on details, and you might find people are more nitpicky about little details. Now, however, Mercury is in the shadow phase, and Mercury will be going retrograde at the end of the week. What fun. So as Mercury retrogrades back into Leo, it will move back into that square with Uranus. So we will have the energy of that Uranus square still affecting us for some more time to come. So there's a lot of fireworks really, Mercury retrograde and the square to Uranus. So it's a really good idea to be mindful of how you communicate, what it is you want to express from your heart and your throat chakra, and practice mindfulness, practice non-violent communication, practice assertiveness. So there's no aggression, there's no passive aggression, just the middle way, the middle ground. Speak your truth and be empowered. And then if other people want to react, well, that's up to them. That's not your business, really. Just leave them to it, to their dramatics and fireworks. So it's not going to be boring, that's for sure, with the energy of Leo and Sirius. And so Mercury is going into retrograde at the end of the week. So this week it's more of a week of winding down, resting, take some time to rest and recharge, because the energies have been very intense. We've had a lot of solar flares, a lot of solar energy. So it's really important to hydrate, take some sun, take the solar rays, because they're so empowering and illuminating. They help you to regenerate and rejuvenate. But just allow yourself to rest while you can and really get clear on the important people in your life, the important relationships, and what it is you want to communicate, how you're going to communicate with the people around you, and maybe mediate and keep the peace and keep the balance. So we also have a square with Jupiter and Saturn, which is interesting. Jupiter in Gemini has been bringing the spotlight onto communication of all kinds, whether it's speaking, writing, the media, social media. There's like an influx of information in all areas, really. So it can be difficult to focus sometimes because information can be overwhelming. So with the Jupiter square to Saturn, it's asking you to put on the brakes and slow down. It's like a little bit of friction between expansion and contraction. So part of you wants to expand and move forward and make progress and do new things. Another part of you wants to pull back and be more cautious. So it's an interesting one, the Jupiter-Saturn square, but it is asking you to find that balance once again. Yes, be optimistic. Yes, we have to take some risks in life. So take some calculated risks, but at the same time, Saturn is retrograde in Pisces, and you want to make sure that all your bases are covered. So it's time to really weigh up the pros and cons of any new thing that you're seeking to do, which again is all about reflection, finding the middle ground and finding that point of balance. So this is a beautiful energy, and we're moving towards the new moon, which is a new beginning. We can all enjoy being in the energy of Leo, the solar light and the starry light of Sirius. Have an amazing week, everyone. Blessings.